Calvin Castine, just outside of beautiful downtown Cadyville. It's the 10th day of June 2007. It's a Sunday morning approaching noontime, and we're watching the parade before the parade. This is just a few moments before noon, and at noon it's the annual Firemen's Field Day Parade here in Cadyville, and we always try to get here right where Route 3 and the Cadyville Expressway come together, and get the parade as it comes around the corner, then head for home. We're 23 miles from home, and we're here for just one purpose, and that's to catch the parade. The bands are warming up on the horizon. If we can see the horizon here, there we go. Looks like another nice parade here, starting the Cadyville Firemen's Field Days. We're never invited to this, we just show up on our own. Nobody ever tells us, hey, we've got a parade coming on, why don't you come down and tape it? In fact, we had to scour the Press Republican, and information in the paper didn't even specify the parade time. It said the field day started at noon, and from past experience we knew that the parade started at noon, so we're here based on past experience, and it looks like our past experience is going to continue here, and we're going to have a parade starting at noon. So those of you watching this and who missed it, it's the second weekend in June every year. We used to, for years, miss out on covering this because we had the Altona Old Home Day, which is the same weekend, but for the past several years there's not been an Altona Old Home Day, although there will be a big 150th anniversary celebration this year that would include the Old Home Day taking place on the 1st of July. We try to cover as many of our community parades as we can, but quite often there are conflicts. But for the past several years there's been no conflict for us for the Cadyville Parade. Last week we were in Morris Forks for St. Anne Bazaar Parade, and the Peru firemen were having their parade and field day, and we were unable to be at both places at the same time. In past years we've stood right where that yellow sign is, and that little island there in the corner. We thought we'd try a different angle today. We are going to be shooting part of the time toward the wood grain, and part of the time looking back this way toward the Gulf Station. We'll try to pick up the units as they come around the corner, and hopefully that sun will not create too big a problem for us. But we'll see. And we'll head back to the studio, and next year we might be right back at our usual spot. But for today we're going to try to shoot it from right here. Well, we like an event that starts on time, and this Cadyville Parade is usually right on schedule. And we see the sheriff's department car coming in this direction. It's safe to say that the parade is underway, and we'll be rounding the corner here momentarily. We cover so many parades because we think this is an important slice of our life in rural America, especially up here in the North Country where our summers are short, and we try to crowd in as many activities as we can in a very limited period of time. And every weekend there's something to do, someplace to go. Today there are a number of events. One that we were called on and are unable to attend is the Fun Fly that the local radio control airplane club is having. It's a fundraiser, and future years we'll try to put on coverage of our past coverage of one of their events in a timely manner. We can get it on before their fun fly. Clinton County Sheriff's Department, I'm not sure. That could be the Sheriff Favreau in there. The sun prevents us from knowing for sure. Here's the flag, American Legion, post 1618. That's the Legion with the ballpark. There's a clown on the auxiliary float.
Not even walking. Too easy.
Group of marchers. Looks like Cadyville is one of those parades that the fire departments sound their sirens. Last week in Moore's Forks, we didn't have that. Don't have that in Shazy. We don't have that at St. Mary's. Sirens are for emergencies. We say it every time we hear those sirens during a parade. We've seen plenty of parades where there have been emergency calls, and the people on the streets and around just aren't aware that there's an emergency going on, because the fire trucks and ambulances and police cars were all blowing their sirens during the parade. So run your lights. Who we got here? The Grand Marshal. That Bob Butler. Oh, if it's not Bob Butler, it's some other very tall guy. It looks like, no, Bob Butler says Dupree on the back. Saranac Central School. Saranac Central School marching band. Nice turnout here on a bright, sunny Sunday noon. Good thing the drummers are drumming, because the pipers aren't piping. They're saving it for the crowd downtown, I guess. There's a little clown. More clowns. These are from the Shriners, Children's Transportation, Oriental Temple from Troy, New York. Sheriff's Department is rerouting traffic. We were right behind that maroon car, and that's why we moved, because we knew the traffic would be coming in front of us. Not sure why they don't block it off right at the exit ramp, because all they do is people come off the exit ramp and get sent right back on the Cadyville Expressway. Channel 5 is here, giving coverage to the Cadyville Parade. Other unit. However, proper protocol says when a flag comes by the parade, stand at attention, remove your caps, even if it's not the color guard. This is where they're from, Morrisonville Fire Department and Rescue. Looks like Morrisonville has emptied out the bays. ladder truck. Again, we're not quite sure what the sun is doing to us here. Everybody's in the shade here. We'll find out when we get back whether we'll stay this area, this spot next time, or obviously to see the vehicles, the sun with the side with the sun to our back would be the better shot, but we want to get the entire parade, and as far as getting the parade, this is our better angle. Here's the VFW post 309. And some classic cars. Here's a Pontiac Le Mans. I guess in the latter part of the 60s on that one. Nice yellow one. Chevy truck. Is this a Dodge? Far enough away I can't see for sure. It looks to me like a Dodge. Mustang GT. Another Mustang. And just a little bit older car here. Just a truck, I should say. Just a little bit on the older side. One not quite so old, but over 50. SS Super Sport. Back when you had plenty of room in the family sedan. There's a Plymouth. Those girls are not part of the parade. Stand up and wave. Here we go. Here's a 1940s vehicle, or late 30s. Some local beauties riding on the back of the convertible. You can see we got to constantly turn, and it's as quickly as we have to turn this way. It'd be even worse if we were on the other side of the road, because the vehicles are making the corner right here. An old truck, kid in the back. Riding in the back of a pickup was a big adventure 40 and 50 years ago. Beekman Town Fire Department has arrived with a couple of mascots. Some mascots riding in the back too. Adirondack Hardware. One of their wood burning units. Those are people busting the parade here. Parade breakers. Those are being regulated here. A lot of people not happy with the wood smoke from the low height, not coming out from over the house roof, but coming out 10-12 feet in the air and drifting into people's yards. Dannemora carrying the colors, and they've got very warm marching gear here. They got to be ready to take that stuff off when they get to the end of the parade route. One of their not so recent purchases, or it could be a recent purchase, but it's certainly not a recent vintage. It's a Ford Big Job. Ford Big Job. They got the helmets on the rack there, ready to go. When the call comes, the truck is ready to head out. A little more modern ladder truck from Dannemora. Looks like the antique farm engine people are here. Their big event coming up that second weekend in July at the county fairgrounds. They'll be competing with some of the events from the Mayor's Cup. So taking some of the Mayor's Cup and go support the Antique Gas Engine and Tractor Association. They put on a nice demonstration every year, and a lot of sincere, hard-working people with their hobby. Let's see. Not sure what they're trying to sell here. It's a DeRocher emblem and I guess it's a truck. It's a pickup truck they're trying to sell. Here's another truck. Build your own rack on. Look out, look out. This is one of the dangers of candy in the parades. Make sure you're watching at all times. And DeRocher, I think, is still coming here. I'll have to send them a bill. This is viewer-supported local television, folks. And we got two families in the Saranac Central School District who support hometown cable. Two. So, if you're watching this, if you're from Cadyville or from Plattsburgh or from anywhere where you're watching this, this is viewer-supported local television, and nobody is paying us to come here to this parade. We're doing it as a community service, but with the idea that the community would appreciate it enough to voluntarily send in a contribution. And unfortunately, that doesn't happen nearly as often as it should. And a lot of our supporters are the greatest generation vintage, and we lose some of them every week. Some of our viewer supporters are. Oh, it's cold outside. A couple of singers here. Let's listen to them. That's a mannequin on there, folks. Don't panic. That's a mannequin on the back. I was saying, we're losing some of our supporters almost on a weekly basis, and they're not being replaced by the younger generation. So if you're watching this, we need your support. This is not something you automatically get when you subscribe to cable. It's only made possible if people like me get out there and get it done. But this is how I make my living. We sell a few tapes, a few DVDs here and there, and Channel 24 in the Northern Tier we have a few advertisers, but basically the people watching this in Channel 15 in Plattsburgh and Channel 30 in the Malone area, are getting a free ride, and that free ride is going to come to an end someday, as we just can't afford to keep doing this without support. So support Hometown Cable and tell your friends to do it. We appreciate people telling us that they enjoy the programming, and we don't want them to stop telling us that, but put your money where your mouth is. There's Champlain. I'm familiar with those guys. It's like young Mr. Fillion behind the wheel. Oh, another John Deere. Oh, we got some John Deeres coming. Nothing like the putt, putt, putt of a John Deere. Derby 1942 model. I'd say Wholesale Homes, Empire State Housing Center. I think that's Gerald Menard's outfit. Morrisonville. They're still coming. Still sending stuff here. Look out there, kids. Candy distributors, I think. And Morrisonville EMS. Looks like the fire department came through, and now the EMS comes through in their own volition here. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. Is that? Yep, that's him. Leeward Babby. I saw him in Shazy. I'm not sure that is Leeward. I'm not sure. It's a Leeward Babby lookalike. Antique Gas Engine Club. Support their show. We're going to try to get there this year. We got the parade on Sunday. That's Sunday, the tape, and I'm not sure what other 4th of July type events will still be going on at that time. 4th is in the middle of the week this year. Self-propelled baler here. You don't see a lot of those, and there's one. There's an old case. Pimp my case here, huh? That's one I could use a paint job. A lot of people like to keep them looking like this. It's a lot of work to restore them, but that's not the reason. One of the factors is they want something that looks like it's out there working, and in many cases these vehicles are out there working. So you'll see more and more people who feel they can get out there in the parade and show off their tractor as it is. It's a working vehicle, and working vehicles don't always have shiny new paint jobs, particularly when they're 50, 60 years old. It's either a Ford or a Ferguson. Here's another John Deere. Now, that's one of the funs of riding those John Deeres. You can stand up if you get tired. That looks like a little cub, I'm not sure. Not sure what that is. It looks like a little cub. Henry's Pool and Spas. Nice vintage vehicle pulling that. There's David Justice. Patches the Clown. I hope you people saw the great show we did with Dave Justice last Christmas season. That's something we're going to run every year. A great individual raising money to help make Christmas possible for a lot of kids. So if you can do anything to support Dave Justice, do it. Rescue hose number 5. They bring the air to all the structure fires in the in the area. Nothing like going down the highway on a hot sunny day in your convertible. Listening to Bill Haley and the Comets. There's more. They're still coming around the corner by the Gulf Station, so we've got a few more units here. Don't turn away yet. We got 27 minutes of tape and we're still going strong. A trip. Or is that our trip? Looks like an R trip. And an old milk truck behind. Old milk truck. Oh, another color guard. This is from the Knights of Columbus. Council 6067. Knights of Columbus. The 4th degree. And here come the smarter ones. These guys are riding here. These guys know how to attend a parade. There's my cousin Forget up there.
All right, everybody be ready to throw candy to Mr. Kent. He's on my left here. He's on a diet.
Anamora Ford. It's a nice looking vehicle. I think I'll stop into Riley Ford and see if they have one that looks like that. Bet they do. Cumberland Head. They like the white vehicles, and they like to squirt people too with their. Hopefully they'll be smart enough not to squirt my camera. Hot summer day. It's probably a not unpleasant experience to get squirted. This fellow's got his gun ready too here. Huh? He's all hosed up and ready to shoot. Double barrel action up there. How would a parade be without some horses? Helmets and cowboy hats. Moore's, New York. I think I've been there once or twice. Not quite sure who's driving here. We can't always see inside those trucks, to tell you. Still more coming around the corner. Still more. Nice long parade here at Cadyville. Village of, well, town of Plattsburgh. Town of Plattsburgh. Took the snowplow off last week. A little bobcat in the back of this, on the trailer here. Town of Plattsburgh still, I guess. I'm sure that's a handy little vehicle, a little piece of equipment right there for a lot of projects. Get into some corners that the larger stuff couldn't get into. There's Mr. Varon, all the way from Lion Mountain. Uh-oh, looks like the horses have left some cookies to show the route here. If you're in a parade and you're following the horses, it's easy to find the route. Some off-road vehicles, Polaris vehicles. Not quite sure who's showing them. All kinds of four-wheelers coming through here. Two at a time now. Here we go. Not sure if this is the Outback Riders Club or... Nice display of four-wheelers. More music. Ride, Sally, ride. Daniel's Construction. Night Train. That Night Train? Yes, it's Night Train. I know Night Train, that's the one that, Hey, there's Bernie Bassett. It looks like he's running for office there. I know Night Train, that's the one that Dan Rochester plays with once in a while, I think. Let's see, town clerk candidate, Amy Duquette. What we got here? Not sure what the sign says on this one. He's gonna drop here. He's running already. South Plattsburgh. This parade is just getting underway as far as the route goes. South Plattsburgh Fire Department. They're still coming around the corner, folks. Still coming. Nice big parade here in Cadyville. They pull out all the stops. But they're still coming down around that way. Another tractor. We love tractors and parades. Love horses and parades. Love fire trucks. Old cars. It's a Ford. Following the horse trail here. All of the horse droppings. And speaking of horses, there's another horse. One guy gets to ride him, the others have to walk. It's a one-horse town here. 911. The mule. Blue, it must be Peru. There's siren. There's siren sounders. Big Blue from Peru. They're stopping to waving to the little kid over there. Okay, what do we got here? Somebody's fish. Martin's Fish Preserve. If you want your fish preserved, give Martin's a call. Buddy Parents Racing Team. Straight from Airborne. Al Sable Forks has made the trip down there. They got their brush fire fighting utensils out there. These little vehicles, this gator here, this little vehicle is getting more important as we get those grass fires and fires in the wooded areas. Stone's Smokehouse and Meat Market. Great story there, and we were proud to do that story a few years back. Jackie Stone and now his daughter carrying on the tradition. North Pole Association has come down from the mountain, all the way from North Pole, New York, just reminding youngsters Santa's busy in his workshop, but you can come and stop in and say hi all summer long. Fuller's Excavation from Cadyville. And I think we are nearing the end here. I think we are nearing the end. John Zerlo, Joe Giroux. Joe was in there. And they're in there. John's driving and Joe's riding shotgun. So the county treasurer and the county clerk running for office. And here's Cadyville. Hey, there's Cadyville. And that's going to be it. Cadyville closes the parade and they follow John Zerlo and Joe Giroux. I can't think of a better climax to a parade than having those fellas there. Both great guys, and they both served the community for a long time. These folks want to know if I knew where the chicken was. I assume they mean the barbecued chicken. I haven't seen the chickens come through here, so I assume that's what they meant. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and for those of you who support viewer-supported local television, hometown cable, win, lose, or draw TV worth your support. And I want to thank those folks who do support our efforts, and invite all of you to get on board and start supporting this so we can continue to do this and maybe even do more than what we're doing already. How about that? Thanks for watching.